All right, everyone, welcome back. 12:30 matchup, game number 2 between CBU Tampa and Wily Dragons here at the West Coast War 2 in Clearwater, Florida at the Joe DiMaggio Sports Complex. Again, I'm Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. So glad you could join the broadcast. 14U gold bracket action today. The Burns already punched their ticket to the semifinal to take on the winner of this game. And then, of course, the winner of that matchup will move on to the championship at 4:30. So we'll cover the next game here at 2:30, which is one of the semifinal games. There's actually the other side of the bracket is actually taking place in field 1 behind me. And we will see the winner of that bracket come over and play the winner of this bracket out of the 3 remaining teams for the championship. Again, so glad you could join us. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, please follow, like, share, subscribe. That helps our channel grow and bring in and upgrade our capabilities for you, the fans, and for the players. All right, so let's talk about lineups here real quick for both teams. So I guess some positions they do change. So this will be the starting positions, the players and the starting positions. So let's start with Wily Dragons since they're up first. Leading off is going to be Cesar. He'll be playing shortstop. Yervin will be playing third base, followed by Jonathan catching. Luis is in right field. Sean is at first base. Grayson in left field. Mike will be an extra hitter. Trey will be in center field. Jackson DHing, and Dominic playing second base. Jackson, I'm guessing, is DHing for Jacob, the pitcher. And that's your lineup for the Wily Dragons. About to get things underway here in just a moment. I will tell you who's on the mound. We'll go through the batting lineup for CBU when they come up to bat, but the pitching is Jack, and behind the plate is Bryce. All right, about to get things underway here. Warm-ups have finished. Bryce goes out to talk to his pitcher, Jack, as Cesar steps in. I did notice something really cool about the lineups, which for CBU, I am a huge Ohio State fan, so I will full admit that. Hopefully you don't boycott the channel because of that. But there is a player on CBU, and this name just got drafted, I believe, by the Houston Texans, if I'm not mistaken. I should know that since I'm a fan. But C.J. Stroud. So there's a C.J. Stroud on the CBU team. Which I thought was very interesting. That's not a common thing. As a matter of fact, I'm looking in the center field right now, and CJ is actually in center field. Just real quick, positions for CBU. Jace is playing short. CJ is in center field. Bryce is behind the plate. Johnny is at first base. Jack's pitching. Tyler in right field. Nolan left field. Gavin at third. Finn at second. And, of course, Aiden, he will be the extra hitter in this game. Both teams batting 10. Wily has a few more subs than CBU. I'm not sure what the conference is at the moment. But we'll get things underway here momentarily. As we move forward. Maybe it's the sprinkler out there. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what the ruckus was about. But anyway, here we go. First pitch from Jack. Called strike, and this one is underway, folks. Caesar. Base hit into right field. Here's the throw, though. Not in time. Caesar legs it out. And Caesar leads things off with a single here in the top of the first inning for the Wily Mo Dragons. Stepping in is going to be Yervin. On deck is Jonathan. Again, thanks for joining the broadcast. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow on both platforms. There's a called strike on the inside corner. So 2 pitches, actually 3 pitches, 3 strikes from Jack. As Yervin takes the first pitch, throw over. And Cesar's back. That was a quick throw and very close play at first. And there's the throw down. They get him. So Bryce throws out Cesar at second base. And that will be in the highlight reel for sure. And I think it's an 0-2 count. It's ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Yervin. And the pitch. And if I'm correct, it would be 2-2. I want to thank my assistant, Joey Booth, for helping out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Jonathan with Luis on deck. Jack looks in, gets a sign from Bryce, and delivers. Nice curveball, broke right across the plate for strike 1. Jonathan's quickly behind in the count. Foul ball. And now it's 0-2. Anyway, thanks my assistant Joey Booth for keeping me straight on the scoreboard. And here's the pitch. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of a half inning, it is Wily Mo Dragons 0. CBU Tampa coming to bat. Coming up for CBU, let's go through the batting lineup like I did Wily Mo a few minutes ago. So leading off is going to be Jace. He'll be followed by CJ, and then Bryce, Johnny, Jack, Tyler, Nolan, Gavin, Finn, and Aiden. Aiden will be the extra hitter. Again, thanks for joining. Glad to have you aboard. I'd like to thank Tampa Bay USSSA and Tournament Director Tim Labus for putting on a quality tournament as they do every single time. When you're doing quality and it's easy to repeat. Also, thank our sponsor, visit stpeteclearwater.com. If you're looking for things to do in the Clearwater area, that's your source. And, of course, we're broadcasting it live from Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'm Doc. I'll be your commentator throughout the day. Please check out our channel. Besides watching this video, check out, we have a ton of highlight videos and games go back as far as last spring, as a matter of fact, a year ago. Lots of action. You can see how we've progressed over time, increasing our capabilities as we go. And we're looking to do even more. So, again, your help by the views, the subscribes, the likes, the shares, the follows, all help us do that to enhance the experience for you as well as the athletes on the field. Warm-ups are just about done. Again, pitching is Jacob and catching is Jonathan for Wily Mo. Lost my hat there. Bear with me, folks, just a moment. as the wind is really picking up. Apologies for all the noise there. I think I'm set now. Got my hat on straight. And my head too. All right. So Jace is going to step in. Lead things off here for CBU. CJ's on deck. And Bryce will be the third batter. There's a ground ball foul just to the right of the bag. And it's going to be an 0-1 count, but quickly jumps all over that first pitch from Jacob. So you can see it's an absolute beautiful day here in Clearwater. Outside in, catches the corner, and now Jacob is ahead, 0-2. He gets a sign, winds up and delivers. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, over to first, and pulls him off the bag. So we'll have to charge an error to the third baseman on that one, which puts Jace on first base. No pun intended. That brings in CJ with Bryce on deck. And the pitch. Fly ball. Left side of the field. Third baseman's under it. Makes the catch. And that is one away. That brings in Bryce with Johnny coming out on deck. There goes Jace. And he's in there. Good throw down by Johnny. The pitch looked good. I'm going to assume for now it's a strike. And then we'll see how the count ends up. It's a throw back. Check on Jace by Jacob, and Jace is back in there. It's a pitch way outside. That gets away from Jonathan. That's going to allow Jace to go to third.
All right, let's go, Dragons. Settle down. Have fun.
I believe it makes it a 1-1 count. My apologies for a delay on the base path movement. I think we're all set now. And I believe it is now 2-1. It is. Okay. So I'm not as far behind as I thought. Oh, goodness. It's a fly ball in the right field. That one's going back. Over the right fielder's head. That's going to score a run. Bryce will go into second with a stand-up double. Stand-up RBI double to be exact. And CBU leads it 1-0. So CJ is going to go in and run for Bryce since Bryce is the catcher and CJ was the last batted out for CBU. That brings in Johnny with Jack out on deck. And the pitch by Jacob down in the dirt. Nice block by Jonathan. That prevents CJ from going to third. So important, especially when you got the deeper, you can't really see it on this on the video, but we're probably a good, I don't know, 20 plus feet. There's a called strike on the inside corner. Behind home plate. So if that ball gets past the catcher, runners are moving up easily. It's a foul ball, and it makes it 1-2. So it's extremely important for the catcher to block that ball, and we've seen some really great catching in the last game and this game. There goes CJ to third. Ground ball to short. Mishandled by the shortstop. That's going to allow CJ to score, and CBU takes the lead 2-0. Or should I say extends their lead. Still one out here in the bottom of the first. We charge an error to the shortstop on that one. That brings in Jack with Tyler on deck. And ball one. So that makes it 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. And strike one. As Jacob gets one in there. Past Jack. Johnny gets his lead. That's a ball off the plate, just missing the corner. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Jacob. And it makes the count full. And that's ball 4. So that puts runners on first and second. I was going to call it the steal, but it was ball 4. So walk issued by Jacob puts runners on first and second. That brings in Tyler. On deck will be Nolan. As the inning continues for CBU. Of course, pinch runner in now for a called strike. For Jack, as he is the pitcher. I can't tell who that is at the moment. That's got to be... I'm not sure who that is because there's only one out. That could be Jack. Tyler had to duck out of the way of that one, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. If I can get the number, I'll confirm if that's still Jack. I thought I saw a swap out, but there's a swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. And Jacob's ahead, 1-2. And it is Jack still on first base. And here's the 1-2. Nice block by Jonathan. Throws down behind Johnny as he was getting a little bit of an extra lead there. That's a 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 from Jacob. Line shot down to third. Diving try by the third baseman. That's going all the way to the fence. That's going to score Johnny. Jack is rounding third. He's coming in, and he will easily score. And Tyler is on with a 2 RBI double to extend the lead for CBU 4-0. With still 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. The third baseman, which is Yervin. Incredible try at that one. Laid completely out. You go back and watch that on video. That's 100% effort right there. So Tyler's at second. No pitch yet to Nolan. And the pitch. There's a blooper to shortstop, easily caught, and that's 2 outs. That holds Tyler at second. That brings in Gavin with Finn on deck. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And here's the play at home. And Tyler is safe as Gavin gets an RBI single to extend the lead. Five to nothing. So foul ball came over in the field at the time the hit was going on. Thankfully, it did not interfere with anything or confuse any of the players.
Get on top of it, line drive.
So Finn steps in with 2 outs. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Yervin's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. However, CBU puts up 5 runs on 3 hits. And I believe 2 errors were committed that inning, and they were. And they leave 1 on. At the end of 1, it's CBU 5, Willie Moe 0. Coming up for Willie Moe in the top of the second, it's going to be Luis, Sean, and Grayson. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, warm-ups have finished. And we're ready to get underway here in the top of the second inning as Luis steps in for Willie Moe. He has some work to do. And here's the pitch from Jack. Ground ball back up the middle. Mishandled. And Jack will be on. So we'll give an error to the shortstop on that one. And that allows Jack to get on. I'm sorry, Luis. My bad, folks. To get on here to lead things off in the top of the second. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's a 0-1 count to Sean. On deck is Grayson. Here's the 0-1 from Jack. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Jack throws over. And Luis is back. I've seen a couple throws from Jack over there. Pretty quick moves. And made some close plays. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 1 away. That brings in Grayson with Mike out on deck. Luis still down at first base. That ball comes floating in. Looks like a changeup, perhaps, to Grayson, and that's strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is 2. Nice slow curveball coming in there. He's swinging way out in front, kind of indicated that Grayson's looking for a fastball, and there's the pitch. Call strike 3, and that is 2 outs. So that brings in Mike. With Trey on deck, Mike steps in. The first pitch, he watches that one come in eye level for ball 1. Luis is still down at first base. And the pitch. Pop fly into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. That was close. I said a hit way ahead of time. If that would have been caught by the first baseman, it would have been out. But we'll give a single to Mike on that one. That moves Luis to second. And that's going to bring in Trey. So runners at first and second with 2 outs. On deck is Jackson. Here's the pitch. Line shot into left field. That's going all the way to the fence. That's going to score at least 1 for sure. Here comes the play at home. And safe. So let's sort all that out as Willie Moe puts up 2. That scores Luis and Mike. And we will give Trey a double on that one. So the 2 RBI double for Trey. Cuts into the lead. And CBU still leads it 5-2. Jackson steps in. Dominic on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. 2 runs across. And now it evens the count 1-1. Trey down at second base. His hit pulled right down the line. It's a called strike on the outside corner. And now it's 1-2. To Jackson. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 1-2 again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the second inning. Battle between Willie Moe Dragons and CBU Tampa. Curveball in the dirt. Nice stop by Bryce. Keeps Trey at second. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Over the shortstop's head. That's going to score another run. Perhaps, actually, here comes the throw. And safe. On the throw, Jackson will go to second base. And Willie Moe's cut the lead again. This time, cutting it down to 2 runs as the score is 5-3. So give us RBI single to Jackson. That took a wild hop. Dominic steps in. Coach Dom for CBU goes out to talk to his pitcher and his team, settle things down, as Willie Moe has put up 3 here in the top of the second. They led off the inning with Luis getting on base, and then 2 quick strikeouts, and then now they've exploded for 3 hits, driving in 3 runs. All right, conference is over. Jack's still on the mound. Dominic steps in the batter's box, and here's the first pitch. Called strike, and it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And here's the 0-2 from Jack. Oh, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So all 3 outs came on strikeouts, but Willie Moe does put up 3 on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. At the end of 1.5, it's Willie Moe Dragons 3, CBU 5. Coming up for CBU in the bottom of the second is going to be Aiden, and then back to the top of the order with Jace and CJ. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back shortly. All right, we're back. Warm-ups are finished. Like I mentioned, leading off here for CBU is going to be Aiden. He'll be followed by Jace, and CJ will be the third batter. The reason I go mute is because just doing different things. That way, there's a line shot in the center field. That gets out for a hit, so Aiden leads off the bottom of the second with a single. That brings in Jace. In the future, trying to get sponsors and advertisers. We get that. We'll be doing commercials in between, whether it's flipping to a recording, which is part of the enhancements I was talking about as well, or yours truly will be doing that. Here's the pitch from Jacob. Called strike right down the middle. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. Aiden at first. Jacob steps back off the mound. Sends Aiden back over to the bag. That comes, gets a sign from Jonathan. And delivers. There's a line shot in the left field. Caught by the left fielder. That'll send Aiden back to first. And that is 1 down. So 1 out. That brings in CJ. Well, you know what? Okay, I completely got lost on that one, folks. I'm sorry. That was Finn that singled. Aiden just flew out to left field. Unless they called that a balk. Hang on a second. I think I totally missed something here. There's a line shot back up the middle. And Jace will remain at first. I believe I had it right the first time. I think I'll get that confirmation real quick. Hold on one second. Be right back. Okay, so I did miss it on. I was occupied with administrative things here, but there was a balk, so it is Aiden at third, Jace at first, throw over by Jacob, so no run scored, so it's still 5-3. That moved actually Aiden to second, who's now standing on third, and with Jace's single, there are no outs, and Jace still second. I'm behind on the count, so my apologies for that. So runners at second and third now. Foul ball. So I'm going to hold the count. I'm going to say... I'm going to go with 1-1 for now. I'm sure it's not that. There's a fly ball. Foul ball behind us. So we know it's at least... Ooh, that hit the tonneau cover of the pickup truck behind us. Oops. So I know for sure it's 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, so we're good. I wasn't as far behind as I thought. Now that I get everything straight. All right, here we go. It's the pitch. Foul ball again. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. So runners at second and third. That's Aiden at third. Jace at second. Foul ball right back at us. And we'll do 1 and 2 again. So CJ hanging in there. There's a pitch by Jacob, low and outside, and I believe that takes it 2 and 2. And indeed it is. There's a ball in the dirt, and that's going to make it full count now. So Jacob, ground ball to short, fielded cleanly as a field. Here comes the throw home. So that's 1 out. Nice job by the infield of Willie Moe as he does. I think he has a busted nose. So fielder's choice puts CJ on first. That moves Jace to third. So runners on the corners. And unfortunately, that shows the dangers of sliding in head first to any base. And we're hoping he's okay. He's setting up. Both all coaches are out there now with Aiden from both sides. And he's up. And he's okay. And it's just trying to get the bleed to stop as he heads to the dugout. Both coaches taking him over. So hats off to the Wily coaching staff to jump out there and give assistance to the CBU coaching staff as they move over to the dugout and inside. So the game will continue with one down. And that brings in Bryce with Johnny on deck. So Bryce doubled and drove in an RBI his first time up and scored. Again, runners on the corners. And Bryce steps in. Johnny's on deck. Johnny reached on error and scored his first time up. Jacob checks CJ. He's back. And there goes the runner. CJ. That allows, on the throw, that allowed Jace to score from third. Extends the lead 6-3 due to the throw down to second to get CJ. CJ's in safely, and that allows Jace to score. So that's put CJ, and that's ball 2, I believe. Jacob turns, throws to second. CJ's back in there. I believe it's 2-0. And 2-1, sorry. It is 2 balls, 1 strike. My apologies. The throw down was a strike. Jacob throws a second. CJ's back in there. A little trickery out there at shortstop. Tried to trick CJ into taking off. There's the pitch. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. It's a 6-3 ball game in favor of CBU. And the pitch. Call strike on the outside corner, and that'll make it full. Nice pitch by Jacob. And that's ball 4. So 2-out walk issued. Or sorry, 1-out walk issued. I don't know why there we go. I was looking at the wrong screen, sorry. Runners at first and second. Called strike to Johnny. And Jacob's quickly ahead as on deck is Jack. There goes the runners. Fly ball. Sinfield's trying to get in. That's going to drop. And CJ didn't make the third, and that's going to be a force out, and that is 2 down. So fielder's choice. Moves Bryce to second. Actually, I take that back. We'll give a single to Johnny on that one. Jack will step in. He walked and scored his first time up. On deck is Tyler. Jacob gets a sign, delivers. Jack takes a little step back there with ball 1. And the 1-0 delivery from Jacob. Foul ball. Yeah, it's 1-1. So pinch runner going in for Bryce. That's going to be Finn. Ball just a little on the inside. Jack does a little duck action there. And it's 2-1. So Jonathan gives a sign to Jacob. Jacob sets, delivers.
Beautiful.
Throw down to first. Throw to second. He's safe. So Johnny was on his way to second base when the throw went down, which allows him to go to second. Of course, that allows Finn to go to third. I believe that's ball 3. So 3 and 1. Runners on second and third now. It's a fly ball in the left field, towering fly ball. And that drops in for a hit. That scores 2. And Jack's in with a stand-up double. A 2 RBI double to be specific. And CBU extends the lead 8-3. And pinch runner Finn again going in for Jack. So 3 runs in this inning so far for CBU with 2 outs. Tyler steps in. He doubled in 2 RBIs his last time up. He takes a ball outside. Nolan's on deck. And it's 2-0. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Make that 3-0. So Finn's down at second. Pinch running for Bryce. Or excuse me, Jack. He already pinch run for Bryce. And another walk issued by Jacob. So coach goes out to talk to his pitcher, Jacob, to settle him down. That brings in Nolan. On deck is Gavin. Have an 8-3 ball game right now. Conference over on the mound. Runners go back to their respective bases. Again, that's Tyler at first, Jack at second. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So an 0-1 count to Nolan. And the 0-1. Foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2. So it seems like the talk from the coach of Willie Moe has helped settle down Jacob a bit. And the pitch. Just off the plate. And it's going to make it 1-2. And the pitch. It's a ball up. That one gets away from Jacob. And it's 2-2. That ball just again stays up. And great at bat by Nolan. Very patient. It's worked it back to a full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Nope. Jacob checks the runner at second. He's back. We got 2 down. Runners on first and second. Here comes the payoff pitch. Runners are going. There they go. Foul ball. And we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there's the runners again. Foul ball again. And we'll do 3-2 over. So you're going to see the runners taking off again. This is 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. They're going on the pitch. There they go. Ball 4 as Nolan ducks it. And bases are now loaded. So bases loaded. That brings in Gavin. Gavin singled and drove in an RBI his first time up. On deck will be Finn. Except Finn's on third, running for Jack. So when Finn's done, he'll come up to bat, assuming. So we're going to have a pitching change as that's. All right, so we're back. Bases loaded. Gavin steps in. Quick shout out to ball comes inside there to Gavin, so it's going to be a 1-0 count. Ball 2. Oh, we have a catching change as well for Willie Moe. That is Mike catching now. There's the pitch again. Ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly over to first. And that is 3 outs. All right, so let me go through this part real quick first, and then we'll jump into what I was going to say. So CBU gets 3 runs on 3 hits. Just double checking to make sure no errors were committed. Do not see any. But they did leave 3 on base. So at the end of 2 innings, it's CBU 8, Willie Moe 3. So a quick shout out to the Fawcett family, Tyler's relatives for CBU up in Massachusetts. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Glad to have you. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, follow and like over there. That's going to help our channel grow to enhance the capabilities. It, of course, doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us to get more of the support that we need to get advertisers and sponsors so we can grow our capabilities for you, the fans. So Jack's still on the mound. Bryce is still behind the plate. Let me reset things here as we go to the top of the third. I have a habit of talking first and then fixing things later. No, but glad to have everybody aboard and from all over the United States, as well as actually out of the country. So warm-ups are finished. Coming up to bat is top of the order with Cesar. His last time up, he singled.
Go, Caesar, get started, bud.
Go, Jack.
All right, here we go. First pitch from Jack. Lead things off here in the top of the third is a strike. And Jack works very quickly, and that's strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Cesar, however you want to say it. My apologies if I got it wrong. That's ball 1. That curveball comes in just above the helmet there. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 out. That brings in Yervin. And on deck is Jonathan. And the pitch. Ball low. And it's now 1 ball, no strikes to Yervin. Called strike on the inside corner. That moved Yervin back a little bit. It's 1-1. Foul tip. And it's going to make it quickly 1-2. Jonathan is on deck. Timeout called by Yervin. And the pitch. Called strike 3. And that is 2 outs. So that'll bring in Jonathan with Luis on deck.
All right, Jonathan, do it.
And the pitch. Ball just a little bit low. Jonathan was tempted, but held back. And the pitch. He watches that one come in just a little bit high, right around his eyes there, and it's 2-0. Fouled off. back here at the screen, and it's 2-1. Jack is wasting no time on the mound. As soon as he gets that ball in his glove, and that batter steps in the box, he's going. And here comes the 2-1. Strike two. That helps keep a pitcher's rhythm to ensure that they don't lose any momentum. And that hits Jonathan. Curveball just got a little out of the hands of Jack. And that puts Jonathan on with a 2-out walk. That brings in Luis. Luis reached on error and scored back in the second inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's quickly 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Off the edge of the plate there. That makes it 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jonathan at first gets his lead. Jack delivers. Ball 2 off the plate. That evens the count for Luis. And the 2-2. Call strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left at the end of 2.5. It's Wily Mo 3, CBU 8. Coming up for CBU in the bottom of the third is going to be Finn. He'll be followed by Aiden. And then back to the top of the order with Jace. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Glad to have you aboard. If you would, please like and follow on Facebook. Subscribe and like. And do lots of views both places, both platforms, if you would. That helps us grow our channel to provide more capabilities for you. But that really gives us the support that we need to get the advertisers and sponsors, as the popularity of this is growing unbelievably, which is, which you figure we have a lot of, we probably have at least 75 to 100 people watching the game at the park, not to mention all the other games, as well as all of you on here. And if you're traveling around the area, that gets us, that gets the advertisers what they need to get the business. So again, thank you all for joining. Glad to have you. And I'll share the milestone we passed yesterday and continues to grow, and our next goal. It's the first pitch coming in there from Levi. And quickly, 2 balls, no strikes to Finn. There's the 2-0. Ball 3. So this count is definitely in favor of Finn. It's a hitter's count right now. Let's see if he has the green light. There's the 3-0. Strike 1. And still remains a hitter's count. There's ball 4. And Finn's on with a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the third inning. So Finn at first. I guess so Aiden is not able to play. So that means more than likely we'll have to take it out. Ball in the dirt to Jace. So it's a 1-0 count. So one out then. It's called strike. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Jace is up, CJ on deck. And the pitch. Ball inside. That makes it 2-1. There's a ground ball back to Levi. Levi gets it, goes to first, and that's 1 down. That moves Finn over to second. Or, I'm sorry, that's 2 down. My apologies. So 2 outs. That brings in CJ. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Finn has seen a lot of the base paths today, especially pinch running for Jack and Bryce. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. That's 1-1. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast as much as I absolutely love bringing it to you. There's a deep fly ball in the left field. That's going all the way back to the fence. CJ is going to motor into third base. Here's the throw. He's safe. And RBI triple for CJ. And scores Finn and makes the score 9-3. That brings in Bryce. Here's the first pitch. Called strike. There's a ball in the dirt. That gets away. CJ's coming in to score. And that makes it 10-3. So 1-1 count. There's a base hit into right field. Let's see. There's no one covering first, so it is definitely a base hit. No attempt at a throw. It was deep enough. And so Bryce is on with a 2-out single to extend the inning with Johnny coming up to the plate. And Jack coming out on deck. Pinch running is going to be Jace. Maybe they didn't make him taken out because I saw an indication of 1 out. I'll get clarification on that for you folks. Called strike. Foul ball just out of the reach of the first baseman, and it's going to make it 1-1. Actually 0-2. Sorry about that. It's a foul ball. And it will remain 0-2. Ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Mike. Keeps Bryce at, Jace at first base. It's a 1-2 count to Johnny. Here goes Jace. Fly ball on the infield. Shortstop's under it. Makes the catch. All right, I guess and that is 3 outs now as they will tag first for the double play.
Good job.
All right, so 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. At the end of 3, it is CBU 10, Willie Mo 3. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. So apparently he's still okay to play, so no out. There's a base hit into left field by... Wow, I'm behind, folks. Sorry about that. By Sean. It's a leadoff single. Jack's still on the mound. Bryce still behind the plate. Let me switch things here for you before I... Foul ball. And it's 0-1. To Grayson. Called strike. And now it's quickly 0-2. With Sean at first, Mike on deck. Swing and a miss. There's a throw down second. Not in time. And Grayson strikes out. That's 1 down. Sean still second. That's ball 1 to Mike. It's a 1-0 count. Trey's on deck. So Mike Singleton scored his first time up. Foul ball out of play. He got the rally going, 2-out rally going to spark 2 runs for, actually 3 runs for the Dragons. So it's a 1-1 count. Nice block by Bryce. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2. So 2-2. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. So Sean remains at second after the leadoff single. Since then, 2 quick strikeouts by Jack. That brings in Trey. First pitch to Trey. Foul ball out of play. And it's an 0-1 count. Jackson's on deck. Called strike. And it's 0-2 now. There's a foul ball at the end of the bat, and will remain 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Jack strikes out the side to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 3.5, it's Willie Mo 3, CBU 10. Coming up in the bottom half of the 4th for CBU is going to be Jack, Tyler, and Nolan. Jack doubled in 2 RBIs his first time up. Tyler walked and doubled and drove in 2 RBIs in his first time up. And Nolan flew out to shortstop and walked. That's your first 3 batters for CBU, starting things off in the bottom of the 4th. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay Triple SA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Jack is at the plate. Levi's still on the mound. Jack takes strike 1. Mike's still behind the plate. Ball in the dirt. Now it's 1-1. Call strike 2 on the outside corner. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So line drive in the right center field. That's going to get down for a hit. Jack will go into second base with a stand-up double for the 2nd time in 2 innings. Or 2 at-bats, rather, not 2 innings. 2nd time in 2 at-bats. So Jack's going to stay in and run for himself. That brings in Tyler. Again, shout out to Tyler's relatives up in Massachusetts. Again, thanks for joining the broadcast. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. And that is 1 out. Jack will remain at second. Nolan steps in. Gavin on deck. Actually, Johnny will be going in to run for Jack. Nolan steps in. 1 out. The pitch by Levi. Nice block by Mike. Nolan looks at ball 1. The ball off the plate. 2-0. The ball in the dirt. And it's 3-0. So Levi has fallen quickly behind here with Nolan. Called strike. And it's 3-1. I will say, though, if the 8-run rule holds, then if that's ball 4. If I'm correct about the 8-run rule after 4, then that means that if Johnny scores from second, there's a line drive, base hit into left center field. Left fielder fields it, and they hold Johnny at third, and that loads the bases. The single by Gavin. But Johnny is the winning run, standing at third base with 1 out. That brings in Finn. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Guy gets through the left field. And that's your ball game, folks. I think, right? No? Maybe not. I thought it was 8 runs after 4.
Is that the ball game?
So, nope, sorry. I was wrong. At the 14U level, that's why I wasn't sure about the rule. It's normally lower levels as 8 runs after 4, but he said after 5. So correction, all right. So now I'm correct, and here we go. Sorry about that, folks. My apologies. Bases remain loaded. I'm not used to doing 14U, so I'm sorry about that. There's a foul ball. Everybody heard me. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Quite embarrassing, but nonetheless, it is 11-3. Bases remain loaded. And that's going to get down. That scores 2 more. Makes it 13-3. Actually, wow, triple by Jace. Bases clearing triple. Brings in 3.
There you go, Jace. There you go, Jace.
That makes it 14-3. And mound visit for Levi. So I'm sorry, folks, that I said that. 14 rules are a bit different. And I wasn't sure. What's that? So C.J. Stroud will be coming up to the plate. 4 runs this inning for CBU. Mike's behind the plate on the mound. Is number 22, which is Sean, on the mound for Willie Moe. All right. That's what you get for speaking up before you know the rules. So apologies, folks. There's a fly ball in the center field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score another run. That's 15-4. And that's the ball game. There we go. All right, so final score here, 15-4. CBU goes on to play the Burn, which will be coming up next. Thanks a lot for joining everybody. This is Doc, the Tampa USA Sports Network. Again, apologies for the mishap there that I called. Have a good day.
Are you broadcasting our game?
Yeah.
Can I watch it?